There's always a debate from around October to December, and what it involves is a certain stop-motion dark fantasy film released in 1993. In this video, we call an analysis, Everyone Hail the Nightmare Before Christmas. The debate is whether this National Film Registry preserved classic is a Halloween film or a Christmas film. Well, the answer is both. But there is still something to be said about this film, and how it succeeds at being both a Halloween film and a Christmas film. A Christmasween classic, if you will.
There it is!
For the two people who don't know, The Nightmare Before Christmas focuses on a protagonist named Jack Skellington, who is recognised as the Pumpkin King within his hometown, Halloween Town. Tired of doing the same thing every year, Jack ends up stumbling across Christmas Town and schemes to take over the holiday. One thing I think everyone can agree is fantastic is the animation. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Stop motion is one of, if not the most timeless form of animation. Over 3 decades later, and it still looks fantastic, from the variety of memorable character designs to the detailed sets and lighting. There is one particular design I'll call attention to later on. The film also uses visual effects, with the ghosts being 2D animated, and these effects have aged really well too. This was the first fully animated film to be nominated for the Oscar for Best Visual Effects, and while Jurassic Park was a deserved winner, The Nightmare Before Christmas was a deserved nominee. I think the concept of Jack trying to bring Halloween to Christmas Town is a funny concept, and it, predictably, has hilariously disastrous consequences. A particularly funny moment for me happens near the beginning, in which Jack disappears and everyone is desperate to find him, due to there only being 364 more days until the next Halloween. That just made me laugh so hard. The songs range from good to great. The standout song, of course, is This Is Halloween, which does a great job of establishing Halloween Town and its residents. What's This would be the next best song for me, having a memorable rhythm to it as Jack explores Christmas Town. I'd also like to give mention to Kidnap the Sandy Claus, in which Lock, Shock and Barrel sing about the ways they could kidnap Santa, only to then simply knock on his door and abduct him. And on the topic of Santa being kidnapped, he's taken to Oogie Boogie, who is a fun villain. He serves as a contrast to the other residents of Halloween Town, as, while they simply scare as a profession, and are actually good guys, Oogie Boogie is a bad guy. And while his motivation for being evil isn't revealed in the film, sometimes it's okay to have villains that are evil just for the sake of being evil, without a tragic backstory or a redemption arc. Provided, of course, they're interesting and or entertaining to watch, which Oogie Boogie is. I also love his design. Initially he seems to be a sentient bag, but as it turns out, the bag covers up his body of bugs. This inner design is both detailed and unnerving. I also love Jack's arc over the course of the film, wanting something different for Halloween, but realising that taking over Christmas just isn't suited for him, and returning to his role as the Pumpkin King, while also developing new ideas for Halloween going forward, which stemmed from his actions over the course of the film. With Santa being set free, he flies out the lair, though I do wonder why he didn't do it while Sally had Oogie Boogie distracted, rather than trying to climb the rope she sent through. He brings some Christmas cheer to Halloween Town, with the reprise of This Is Halloween and What's This, as the residents embrace their home of Halloween Town, while being invested in the snow that falls. On the topic of Sally, I also like her as a character. She has a memorable design, a kind personality, and a great motivation in wanting more in life, which strengthens her romantic interest in Jack. And the ending scene where they kiss on the iconic hill in the cemetery is a nice end to the story. In this sense, The Nightmare Before Christmas manages to embrace the holidays of both Halloween and Christmas. So yeah, with its beautiful animation, memorable characters, great music, and darkly comedic storyline, it's overall a great classic. If you, somehow, haven't seen it, I'd fully recommend doing so.